Good afternoon, Glitter Gang. It's Sunday. Woo, Sunday. We're going to do another 4 envelopes in the December Daily album. Hello, Sweet Drops 45. How are you? Are you having a good Sunday? Hello, Jill and Candy. Candy, I saw that you were having a CAT scan done as well. You had a CAT scan today. And Cindy, hi, how are you? Your prayers were answered. I posted on Facebook and Twitter. So hopefully, you know, I've done what I can to notify people. So that we're having a sneaky secret show. Okay, guys. So how was the celebration? Oh my gosh. So we went to Eulalie, which is, you know, it frequently makes best of Tampa lists. It's primarily seafood, primarily grilled, and it's a Native American inspired cuisine. And we are not sure if maybe it used to be better, or if we hit it at a bad time or a bad day or what, because there was just something like annoying about everything. So nothing was bad. The food was good, but the food was not great, and it was so close to being great that it was annoying, if that makes any sense. So like, for example, they have a sea bass habanero ceviche, twist on ceviche. And the sea bass tasted delicious. It was just the right combination of like the raw flavor of sea bass and then the cooked flavor of sea bass from the acid. And the habaneros were not too hot. They had pickled red onions, which I love, except that it came in a bowl with a spoon. And I was like, I don't want to just eat this with a spoon. Can I have a chip? Like, what is the problem? Like, can I not? Like, what the heck? Like, just so then that was, you know, and then for like drinks, I got their dirty martini. Well, their dirty martini, all of the olive juice, all of the olive brine, which is what makes a martini dirty, they freeze it in an ice cube around the olive. So basically what it is a martini with a frozen brine cube in it. So if I wanted something that tasted like a martini, I would have ordered a martini. Okay. Like, so people order dirty martinis because they want that really powerful, salty, briny olive flavor. So I had to sit there and wait for the cube to melt and then stir it. And then it was a dirty martini once the cube melted. So that was bizarre. Again, that was another thing where it's like they made a lot of choices that I wouldn't have made. They made a lot of choices that I wouldn't have made. And then for dessert, I got their guava pie. And their guava pie is shortbread cookie with a mousse on it and then a guava reduction on the side. And the waitress warned me when I ordered it that all the guava flavor was in the guava reduction on the side, which was true. But what she didn't say is that the mousse was really sweet and had no flavor other than sweet and was just revolting. So I scraped like the majority of the mousse off the shortbread cookie and then scooped up as much of the reduction as I could and put it on top, and then it was kind of edible. So it's like there was just something weird. I was like, why wouldn't you just make a guava shortbread cookie or a guava? I just didn't. Everything was just a little bit weird. Nothing was like bad, like I wanted to send it back, but everything was just a little bit weird. So like, I got a grilled lobster roll that was supposed to come tossed in citrus aioli. It didn't taste citrusy at all, so I don't know what happened with that. And then they put tiny bits of lobster in 2 buns. And I was like, why are we doing this? Why are we not putting all of the lobster in one roll so it's like a nice stuffed lobster roll like you would get, you know, and anyways, so I wouldn't go back. I don't know what the hype is about. Like I said, maybe the entrees are better, like what, like if you want like dinner, or maybe it used to be better and they're just kind of riding their reputation. I don't know, guys, because everything was just kind of like, why would you make this choice? That was the question over and over again. Why would you make this choice? You know, yes, exactly, Gretchen. You have to wait till the cube melts. Why who wants that? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was very strange. The whole thing was very strange. We had a good time and we enjoyed the meal, so I don't want to sound like it was like a bummer, because it was not a bummer, but it was just a lot of really baffling choices. So my sister said, are you sure you didn't accidentally go to hell? Meaning like in the good place, because in the good place, like one of their experiments for hell is, which is the good place is about people who go to hell, what if, like, you know, everything is just sort of annoying, you know, like nothing is like super bad. It's just everything is like they took something good and they made it kind of bad, like just a little bit worse, you know, and it's like, well, but it was fine. Why didn't you just leave it alone? So that was kind of where we were. So yeah, me too, Gretchen. Can you just put it on the thing I'm going to eat? That would be cool. Can you just make my food flavorful so I don't have to lick sauce off my plate? All right, so here we are with our Gatefold Paper Bag Album, December Daily. So we have 1, 2, and then 3, and 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So today we're going to do 17, 19, 21, 23. So 17, 19, 21, 23. Yeah, it did have that. That's a good point. So, like Gretchen's saying, sometimes people think that they have to, that different equals better, and it's that this did have a vibe like that, where it was like, well, I mean, we could just make a guava pie and people would like it, but what if instead we made a disgusting guava mousse that no one wants and put a delicious sauce on the plate that they can swipe up with their bites, and then it'll be delicious. So we were just like, ugh, I don't even know. But yeah, I would have much rather had like the guava reduction in the sugar cookie or in the shortbread cookie, as like maybe have a filled shortbread cookie. You know, filled shortbread cookies are perfectly fine. And that would have been really good with the guava reduction. We do that with raspberry preserves because they look really cute at Christmas time. So, you know, I just don't. They made, like I said, they made a lot of choices that we would not have made. They made a lot of choices that we would not have made. Nothing like that was the end of the world that made me want to send the food back or leave, but I definitely don't want to go back. You know, maybe if I was with some people who are dying to try it, I would try it, you know, like at dinner time, and just really be careful with what I order. Because like now I know that if you want a dirty martini there, you should just order a dirty martini. Don't order their dirty martini. Just order a dirty martini and say, I would like the olive brine in the martini, not in your ice cube. And then you'll be fine. So, you know, like now I know how to circumvent some of the stuff. So, anyways, all right. So now we have our numbers. Oh, by the way, the perfect trim tool is back in the shop. So it had been out and it is back. So if you wanted a perfect trim tool, they're back in the shop. I was asked about that on Thursday. Okay, so here we have the papers that we cut out. Last week. I'm going to go ahead and go with those. And then let's see. We need some decor for them. No, we need our bags too. Better get our bags out. 2 bags. We only need 2 bags to make 4 days. All right, so now we're just gonna start laying out the decor pieces that are gonna dress up our little flag, little guys. Okay, so I thought with this one that I could just pull the tag off it, but unfortunately, I also have this handmade. So I'd have to cut around the handmade and also cut out all the holidays and add them and probably move the holiday over a little bit onto the tag. So that's a little bit, I mean, I'll keep it as a possibility because it might be cute, but oof. Oof. In the meadow, we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. My book is handmade. It's true. I just don't know if I want to cut it out. It's less that I don't think it would fit thematically and more that I'm lazy. Feeling lazy today. So Jill says she scored 3 Jetmax cubes at Hobby Lobby on Friday for $8.74 and is now trying to put them together. Oh dear. All right, let's just go with these guys. And okay. All right. So this is where we'll start. So, anyways, we still had fun. Good time. On the way home, we were like, are we just getting old? Maybe that's our problem and we're too picky and cranky. Because also, Mr. Lifeguard didn't like how noisy it was because it was a 2-story industrial style building with a loft, and everything was concrete or metal. So it sounded like a really, you know, like a cafeteria, basically just loud, really loud. And I was like, yeah, I said, next year we'll just have to go to this steak place. And we'll just have to, you know, I said, we'll just have to be on the ball and get reservations a couple months out and then try that. Just go to Sizzler like the rest of the gray hairs. Or Cracker Barrel, someplace like that. Gretchen says, I think most restaurants are too noisy these days. I think it's because they got rid of all the cloth. You know, they got rid of tablecloths and, you know, since they got rid of all the cloth, and now they want these big open spaces. And so it's, you know, it's just, there's nothing to absorb the sound waves is the issue, I think. All right, so just gonna start laying out You're supposed to be writing the Half the Fun tutorial. Have fun. Have fun, Gretchen. Have fun. Kenny says, last cruise we were on, there were 2 regular dining rooms. One you had to dress up and the other you didn't. And the one you didn't was unpleasantly noisy. That's right. I already wrote At least you have the album basics guide that can help you, Gretchen. And the really streamlined videos. I wonder if... Hello, Creative Mayhem. How are you? I wonder if Candy, if like when you're sitting down at, you know, a nice tablecloth with your nice clothes on, if that does induce a sense of decorum in you that the people in the other dining hall were not feeling. But yeah, if you wanted a written step-by-step tutorial with photos and all that jazz for the Half the Fun album, then that's coming, I guess. Gretchen's working on it. Good job, Gretchen. Good job. Gretchen's like, thanks, man. Oh, goodness. Well, and Mr. Lifeguard, he's partially deaf in one ear because of working around mainframes, early mainframes in the Air Force. So, I mean, a lot of people in the Air Force lose their hearing from planes. He lost his from computers. So that's a branch of the military where you're gonna say goodbye to your hearing. So, hi Stephanie, thank you for stopping by. We are having, this is a super casual class. It doesn't have a tutorial. And it won't probably, but I did give all the measurements in earlier classes. So if you like it and you think it's cute and you want to make one, all the recordings are on my YouTube channel, so you can. I don't know why I'm sniffling. It's very annoying. I thought we were just going to chill this weekend, so I didn't plan on doing a class, but you know, the Florida grass waits for no man. So Mr. Lifeguard went out to do the grass anyway, because he said if he didn't, then it would be like a jungle out there next weekend. So better just do it now and stay on top of it. So I thought, well, if he's going to work, I guess I could work. I guess. So this is a December daily paper bag album that I started as a Christmas in July project, but because it's pretty casual and I've just been working on it whenever, yeah, I think that's where we'll put that. Hello, Nancy. Hi. Your grass is dead. Goodbye, grass. Goodbye, grass. You know, it's just been raining like crazy, so the grass is growing like crazy. So that has been us. So he's out there mowing. So All right, I think we're gonna, yeah, I want to put this here so it's framed by the red ones. Well, and you know, you shouldn't, yeah, you shouldn't water your grass because grass is, it just goes to sleep. I mean, it looks dead, but it's just sleeping. It's not dead. It's actually hibernating when it turns brown like that. So just let it take a nap and and don't worry about it. Just let it take a nap, guys. Just do it. All right, let's see if I can do this without getting too sad. Your grass is trying to give you a break. Just let it give you a break. If it's really if it's really bumming you out, get some grass dye. Oh, here we go. Of course. It's gonna work. It's just gonna be a little tedious. All right. So while I cut this, is anyone else working on Christmas stuff? When I started this in July, Christmas felt really far away, but I saw some advertisements for Halloween and fall paper the other day, and I was like, I guess it's getting to be that time. It's getting to be that time. You're not ready to let go of summer. I don't blame you. Do you live in a place that's cold a lot of the year? I've noticed the colder the place is, the more important summer is. Ohio. So medium. Yeah, in Florida, you're like, I can't wait for summer to go away. What you're attached to down here is fall. Fall and winter. That's the part of the year that people down here are like, we can't wait for winter. Then it's not so frickin' hot. Isn't fall hurricane season? Fall is hurricane season, but it's, I mean, this is going to sound whatever, but it's not like there's a hurricane every weekend, you know what I mean? So, yeah, like you don't think about them unless one is coming. because the warning system is such now that you don't have to like worry that there's going to be a surprise hurricane. So you know when there's going to be a hurricane. And last year there was only one that got anywhere close to us, and it ended up being not a big deal. We didn't even lose power. Why do I insist on doing this detailed stuff, guys? Why don't I just like why didn't I just pick something else? Of course, now it's cute. So it ended up being worth it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off these leaves on the side because I'm going to cover up the holly with the all right, so this is going to go like so. We're going to line it up just like this, and then we're going to put the 21 over the holly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put tape around the tag after I ink the tag, and then I'm going to put glue on the Handmade and stick it down. And I'm going to just kind of lightly highlight the edge here, kind of just being really careful with my inker. All right, so let me move my mat, and then we have to get holiday. So tape. All right, we're gonna get, what the heck? Merry Christmas. Why are you being such a pain? All right. So this paper collection is Handmade Holiday by Simple Stories. It's a digital collection. It was, you know, at one point it was a paper collection, but it's not current. So, but they do have all their past collections available digitally now. So you can get this Handmade Holiday Simple Stories is what it's called. It's really cute. I wanted to work with it when it came out, but I didn't have any like ideas for it at the time. So I didn't do it. And then when I saw it was digital, I was like, oh, I'm going to grab it and do something. And then the Hallmark Christmas in July movies came on. And I was like, oh, I'll do Christmas in July. That's what I'll do. And that's the entire story, guys. That's how this was paper that was looking for a project. there it is. We made it. We survived Handmade. We're going to go ahead and put down the number. And I need to use tape on the number because it's going over tape. Don't put glue over tape. You can put tape over glue, but don't put glue over tape. Tape over glue is fine. Glue over tape can wrinkle, give you bubbles, and then that's not cute. That's not cute. My sister asked me yesterday what we should make for Christmas dinner. And my parents got their Airbnb for Christmas, so there's been a lot of Christmas talk. Basic Gray's website shows that they may be coming out with digital designs also. Interesting. I mean, I think all the paper companies might as well just put all their past collections as digital files if they're not going to reprint them. There's no reason not to, I don't think. All right, so holiday. All right, with something like holiday, there's two ways that it can be cut out. One is as one piece. So I'm going to try that first and see how it looks. And then if that looks bad, we will cut out each individual letter. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep them connected to each other. And I'm hoping that this will look totally fine. Totally fine. Yes. Okay, so this is the December daily I'm making for December 2020. Or no, December 2019. This December. I'm not 2 years ahead, guys. All right, I think that looks fine. So I'm going to go ahead and ink it. And then that'll be that. So I'm just gonna, same thing as before, I'm just gonna make sure the edges are brown. And just being careful so I don't bend it too much. Okay. And that'll just help it stand out on the paper. Alrighty. We did it, we made it. So now this one I am going to glue, and I know I just told you don't glue over tape. And I am just going to have to in this case. Oh good, this is clogged. Yeah, it would be nice if Basic Gray would put their older collections from back when they were good online. Before they got weird and then went out of business, and it's like they kept getting weirder and weirder, and it's like you at one point were the most popular paper company in crafting, you know, and then you went weird and everyone was like no thanks, and you just kept doubling down on the weird. All right. There, perfect. Perfection. We used the tag. We used the tag. We did it. Okay, so I'm going to turn the 23. I'm going to make the stamp, the 23. And then ink and go. How long does it take you guys to decorate a page? Like, what is your typical decorating speed? I am making a December daily album out of paper bags. Very old school type of project. And I have all the videos on my YouTube channel. So these ones are not, I mean, they are in my archives, but they're not only in my archives. So you don't need a membership to see the videos for these. They're all the live stream videos are on my channel for this project. I gave all the measurements if you want to do it yourself. So Candy says longer than I think it does. That's for sure. Everything does always seem like it takes longer. That's for sure. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I kind of want my postcard to be about here. So I'm going to take my stylus. I'm going to make a little bend in it so I know where to put my tape. That's what that's for. We had fun at our anniversary dinner, Ella. We did. And Mr. Lifeguard did enjoy his snack. The part he liked the most was they had a sort of, it was called a layered key lime pie. And it was basically a graham cracker crust with the key lime, normal key lime pie type of filling sitting on top of it. And then on the side was a bruleed pile of meringue. So you could, now a lot of times with key lime pie, because it has sweetened condensed milk in it, it's pretty sweet on its own. So when people put bruleed meringue on it, it gets like a little too sweet. But they made theirs so tart. I mean, it's probably the tartest key lime pie I've ever had. The brulee, you wanted a little bit of the brulee meringue on your spoon when you took the key lime pie filling and the graham cracker crust. So, but yeah, it was incredibly tart, guys. Incredibly tart. It was very interesting in that way. All right. And that's done. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we've got all of our pages decorated. So now I'm gonna fold up the bags, put the bags in the binding, and we'll attach the pages to the binding. So we'll do that now. Thanks for the annual picture. I know, we don't post pictures very often at all. Although you guys did see me at Scrappy Bowl, you know, so I did have a Scrappy Bowl video this year. We were talking about what, if any, tech upgrades to make this year, if there were any that we really needed to make, and there really aren't any that we need to make. We may change the lighting. We may get a little bit nicer lighting. Not that I feel like there's a problem with the lighting, but there is a company that just came out with lamps very similar to mine with diffusers, but that have a remote control, so you can change the warmth or brightness of them by remote control. And with ours, you change the warmth and brightness in a panel on the back, so it would just be slightly more convenient. So we were thinking about that. And then I was also thinking about maybe getting a face camera, maybe getting another boom to have another camera up here, one next to it. Ooh, I'm so happy to provide motivation. Okay. So now I'm going to put tape on the bottoms of my bags. So I just folded their bottom up and then I folded it up again. I'm going to put tape right here and right here. All right, so now I'm going to get the book itself, and we put tape at the tops of the flaps. Tape goes at the tops of these flaps. Do, 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 do. We have our normal class times are 2 p.m. Eastern USA time and 9 p.m. Eastern USA time on Thursday. So if you're just joining us for the first time now and you're wondering if I have a regular show that's not Christmas, yes, it's Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you're wondering what time that is where you are, if you look in this video's description, there will be a time zone converter, but it's also 3 p.m. basically where I am. So you can use that to do the math. Alrighty. Alrighty, Roo. Roo, 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 roo. Okay, so going to peel the tape off one flap front and back. One flap front and back. And then going to line the bottom of the bag up with the score line. And again, if you want to know how to make these fins or anything else related to this book, it's all in the previous videos in this series on my YouTube channel. Or if you have access to the archives, I put a folder in there for this project as well. And then this one, same deal. Line the bottom of the bag up with the score line. Wait, gotta peel the tape, guys. Gotta peel the tape or it doesn't work. Pro tip, tape works better if you take its backing off. Tape works better if you take its backing off. That's the kind of pro tips that you come here for, I know. That kind of stuff, that kind of information you cannot get anywhere else, guys. No one else is explaining that tape works better if you actually reveal the sticky side. That only I explain these intricate mysteries of crafting to you. Okay? So, be grateful. Be grateful that I take the time out of my busy schedule to share these crafting mysteries with you. All right, let's tape these down. I mean, how many people wandered in the darkness, not peeling back their tape, wondering why their projects were not turning out before I came to tell you the secret of how tape works? They should add my face to Mount Rushmore to thank me for my contributions to society. If you don't, they should put my face on the dollar. That's right. George Washington, George Schmoshington. Or actually what they should do is put my face on all the dollars. So, you know, they can keep whoever's on the front and then just make a space for me on the back. There's a different cat scanning your paper pads. It's not, Your cat scan is not complete until all cats have scanned. You are not incomplete cat scan until all cats have scanned. And my tape bracelet is really good because you don't have to pick up and put down your tape. And then these tape chains make it a little quicker to tape your projects together. I sell tape bracelets in my shop, kathrynscraps.com/shop. If you would also like a tape bracelet. Ah! Oh, weird. What was I thinking with this? All right, guys, we're going to have to do some surgery. What just happened there is like when your surgeon cuts off your wrong limb, you know. Actually, there's tape on both parts of the cut, so I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. This is 19. Okay. So here's 15. So this is where we put 17. I know you guys love surgery. You're a bunch of sickos. What the? This paper is too big. Okay, so this one's, I'm just going to leave large, and I'm going to trim a little bit off the other ones. Okay, so I feel like I ran into this problem last week and I just didn't fix the papers, which means that next week when I work on this again, I'm probably going to have to do this again because I'm going to forget again, and then that's going to be that. Okay, so 17 becomes, then we do 19. There we go. There's a little scrap of tape here on the end I didn't peel off. There, like we never knew. Nothing was ever wrong. Oh, I guess I could leave myself a Post-it, Gretchen. That would be smart. All right, last one. And then that side is finished, bag-wise. Of course, we still have other stuff to do on this side. Not just bags. Got to do other stuff. Other decorating. But, as you can see, we are coming to the end. Of this project. All right, look. We're getting close to being done. So all we have to do left is we've got the bottom flaps, the inserts to do. So there's still more to do on the book today. Cut paper to 4.5 inches before decorating. Dummy. Okay. Let's see if that does me any good. Probably won't. Probably won't. Probably will do me no good whatsoever, guys. Probably will not help me. It's not gonna help me at all. It's not. Okie dokie. Sorry, my phone was being weird, so. I had to make sure it wasn't exploding. Okie dokie. Now, guys. So, I am running out of cardstock in this color. I only have like 3 sheets left. So before I started today, I'm going to do the inserts next. And actually, I'm going to break the recording and have the inserts on their own video. So this is the last bit of the decorating of bags 17 through 23. And in the next video, there'll be how to decorate or how to do the inserts.